realistically, I just want to say that, at the end of the day, this alabaster on alabaster crime, it just needs to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. White on white crime because they get down. They get down. White on white, they hate us. They stay fresh to mess, smoke the best of the can't stop, won't stop. White on white crime because they get down. They get down. White on white, they love us. They stay fresh to mess, smoke the best of the. If you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
How about you step down here and I'll talk to you? All right then.
Another one.
How about you step down here and I'll talk to you? All right then.
Let me tell y'all something right now. For a lot of the guys out there that have girlfriends or wives or whatever it is, um, if you ever happen to get into a fight, which most men might just so happen to get into a scuffle, whatever it is, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's what guys do. We either, talk it out, we yell it out, or we fight it out. It is what it is. But for you to, first of all, as a white boy with a mullet at a hockey game, deciding that you want to be so comfortable enough to use a certain word that has been used towards black people, you want to use this towards one of your white constituents in an argument. You want to use this towards one of your white constituents in an argument. And then the dude responds with the slowest juggernaut of a punch to your face. It was so slow but fast at the same time with so much force that it literally collided with this dude and almost knocked him down 2 rows. Craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. That dude is probably a living superhero, if not a villain. That dude is retired. I'm just going to let you know this at this moment in time. If that man really wanted to do any type of harm to him, that dude, his jaw would have been done. His jaw would have been done. Let me let you know that dude, that big dude right there, he went light. He went light. You heard the collision of the hit, and the dude didn't have any marks. That's control. I'm not sure if people ask. I'm trying to teach people something here right now. This is what control looks like. This dude can probably bend steel with his teeth. And he decided to just give this dude a little tap. But even with that warning shot that took place, the dude was like, "I'm about to escalate this. Oh, let me start." He started moving like a wild animal that didn't know what was going on. He was just squeaking and squirming. And then, as what happens when most animals are in distress, other animals come up who are of the same or who are next to and try to help out, aka his woman. And this is what I'm trying to let women know. You saw what that dude did to your boyfriend or to your friend, whoever he is. You decided that you're going to jump in because you're a woman and you have the automatic thought process of, oh, I'm a woman, I can do whatever I want to and defend him. It's going to sit up there and stop the fight because nobody's going to hit a woman. You are sorely, sorely mistaken. I need a lot of women out here to get out of that stupid mentality because you are not no longer in the type of era where you can recklessly just be stupid just to be stupid because you're stupid and think that there's not going to be any type of consequences. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to the fact that that woman decided, a woman who was not accosted, right? A woman who was not physically affected by anything. She decided to try to throw several hits. And those hits, you can hear the contact. You can hear the contact, but that's a big dude. right? Not excusing, not sitting up there saying, "Oh, because he's a big dude, he can take those hits." That don't mean that it's not going to aggravate him, that it's not going to annoy him, that it's not going to push his buttons, that it's not going to sit up there and make him go to some World War Hulk type of level where he's now cracking open the rolls, directly in the stadium. But all I'm saying is this: women, y'all need to learn that there are certain places. If your man clear cut got into a fight, let your guy handle that fight. I'm just being saying. I'm just saying, right? Because he's gonna have to handle that L, and that's completely fine. No man is trying to sit up there and be like, all right, I got my butt, like handed to me in front of a crowd on national TV. Now what's online? I gotta take that L for, quite some time. That's gonna be a meme. And then on top of that, you gotta now take an extra L. I'm talking about like an heavily type of L. I'm talking about an L that cannot even be erased. Something that is the crown of the sun. I'm talking about something that is so hot that you can never again touch. Something that you would, in a sense, have to break up and have several relationships in order to get over that L. Because let her, in a sense, get hurt due to the fact that you were catching an L because you decided to fight. You're going to have to sit up there and hear that on top of the fact having the internet, your friends, your family, whoever else recognizes that clip, they're all going to be talking about it. So instead of you just looking up in the sky and seeing that burning L, that L is now descended on earth and everybody is reflecting that L directly in front of your face. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Because even if it was at a moment of time where this dude could go back and he can try to get an even fight, he's gonna lose anyway. But if he were to still try to go back and do that, it still ain't gonna matter because there's too many L's out there. Like you're just gonna have to hold that for a good 240 years. As long as this clip is going to be in existence, 240 years is about enough. So the son is going to pay, for the father's sins, and the grandson is going to pay for their sins. So that's how that's going to work. But the moral of the story that I'm just trying to simply put together here for a lot of people: women, know and stay in your place. That's all I'm sitting up here saying. If you don't want to get hurt, you don't want to get harmed, you don't want to exacerbate the situation, you don't want to cause a further confrontation, a further L, right, on by way of the guy that you are with. If you don't want to further demoralize the situation on top of him already getting knocked or roll back, please sit down and stand down. There's no reason for you, there is no reason for you to even get directly in this. It's not. And I'm just gonna be honest, 9 times out of ten, now I'm just saying 9 times out of ten, right? Pay attention. You have 1% of women that are like, all right, I'll sit up there and fight with my dude tooth and nail, no matter what it is, like we in this together, right? Put them to the side. Put them to the side. Those other women, that other 90%, right, that is there, if they were to or had to, in a sense, get into this, those women no longer respect you. Again, let me show you the difference. Put the 1% of women that are completely fine going into any type of battle with their guy. There's only 1% of women on this earth that are actually built like that, right? Respect to them. So, you already know if a war happens, everybody, the whole family is going to be fighting in that war. No man left behind there. Like I said, I respect that because that's a whole nother different type of breed of women that you haven't seen since, probably like the bronze, the bronze age, and all the other type of stuff. But the other women, they're no longer going to respect you. And I'm just going to tell you, as a guy, your best bet is to just break up with those women because there's no reason for you to stay there. Because if an argument basically happens, it's going to be like this: oh, you can you can raise your voice and have all of this, but where was that at that hockey at the hockey fight though? Why wasn't you raising your voice in? Where was all that aggression in? I had to come in. It's going to be that conversation. Your best bet is to sit up there and just break up with that woman. Take all losses. You a man at the end of the day. Take all losses. Rebuild. It'll be the house of L's. It'll be completely fine and dandy. Like I said, all I'm saying is this: for a lot of women out here, please start staying in your places. Learn what your place is. Please learn what your place is, because this world is a very dangerous world, and you are no longer at the point in time where guys are going to be like, "Oh, well, this is a woman. Guess what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this." And also, before I forget, this is also a special due to the fact of black people. Stop allowing your counterparts that are around you to say these words, because this is now how comfortable that they are, that they're saying this in public to one another. Pay attention. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm going to, on that part, I'm going to blame black people on that. It just is what it is. There's too many videos on social media where black people are condoning this madness. Too many videos to count. Too many videos to count. Yeah.